Hey, this is Blake from the Gig Harbor Flycast, and we have a fun episode today on our podcast, and we have Michael with us from Christmas Island. We're on Christmas Island right now, and I talked him into hanging out and asking a couple questions. And so I have not been here since 2019, and all of you know that everything got shut down with COVID. But you guys had, there were a lot of different places that were shut down for, a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
But for you guys, it was a little bit longer than that. So when did the island reopen? Like last May?
Yeah, last May. Yeah, we've been closed 3 years, 3 months. So it's been a long time for us.
Long time.
No income.
Yeah. So
that's a long time.
How many anglers do you think visit the island every week on average?
Every week, it's like I would say that in total,
Yeah.
it's like 50.
50.
That's the average.
Yeah. Okay. So 50 anglers a
Yes.
week, and I'm guessing that kind of fishing tourism is the one of the bigger parts of the economy on the island.
That's right.
I mean, there's no tourists here for really anything else unless they bring a sailboat from 1,000 miles away to surf, and those people don't spend any money on the island.
No. So we were struggling, that time.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do.
So, what you guys can't see it in the camera right here. I'll splice in a clip, but there's a giant commercial fishing processing boat that's just right offshore here, and so I heard you guys mention that you were catching some fish to sell commercially.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like with the these big boats like this, or what did that look like?
No, we use local boats.
Okay, so the outriggers.
Yes, like the outriggers, and we went out blue water fishing and sell them. That's just in order to get money, to support the family.
Were those fish, those fish that were bought commercially, were they exported to a different country?
Yes.
Like, do you know where they went? Like, who the processor was?
Yeah, I think they exported to Thailand.
Thailand, okay.
They do the process there.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of international fishing, huh? Like there's a lot of different countries.
Yes, like China,
okay.
Japan, Korea, South America, so many.
Yeah. Okay,
so many boats. Yeah.
So you guys were able to at least make some income. So how were supplies on the island? For those of you that don't know, Christmas Island's 1,400 miles about south of Honolulu in the South Pacific, or right on the equator. And that's kind of like the closest landmass. The capital's what, 2,500 miles away?
More than 2,000, yes.
More than 2,000.
West of here.
So to get supplies here, was there, for us in the States, they talked about supply issues all the time for everything from food to goods to all that kind of stuff. And so you guys had a similar thing where it was difficult to get things to the island?
Most of them from the capital.
Okay.
By boats, yeah.
Okay.
It's like once in 3 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
So every 3 months you guys would get a shipment?
Yes, one boat.
One boat, okay. And was that like rice or?
Everything. Food and
fuel?
Fuel, it's a different boat.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same, 1 in 3 months.
Okay. So there wasn't a lot of supplies coming in.
No.
What were some of the things that you guys had to? I'm assuming you guys ate a lot of fish.
Yes. That's one of our menu.
Yeah.
Every day we eat fish. Also, like breakfast.
Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah, great.
Lunch fish. Supper fish.
Yeah.
Every meal.
Every
fish
meal
included.
Okay, so you better like fish.
Yeah, that's the only food easy for us to get on the island.
Yeah. I mean, even yesterday, I saw a guy launch a small little
Yeah.
boat and go out and he caught several fish, and he was only out there for just a short time.
Yeah.
So other than fish, I mean, you guys have coconuts that grow on the island.
Yes.
So you guys probably were using that in food as well.
Yes.
And then is there anything else that you guys were harvesting or?
Like breadfruit is one of the,
Breadfruit,
but it's
okay.
kind of seasonal, like twice a year.
Yeah.
So not every month. So we
Yeah.
waited until the season, that we can harvest them.
Yeah.
First of the year and the close to the end of the year.
So that probably felt good knowing that
Yeah.
that those were ready to be harvested.
Yes, but we can freeze them.
Oh, you can?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It's like a taro or
Yeah, kind of like
yeah,
a potato or
whatever.
something.
We can
Yeah.
freeze them and yeah.
So you guys just picked every breadfruit.
yes, full up the fridge with it.
Yeah. Well, okay. So then without clients here,
Mhm.
and you guys were doing some commercial fishing and some subsistence fishing. Did you go fishing for fun at all?
Yes,
Yeah, a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. That's the only entertainment we have on the island:
Yeah.
drinking and fishing.
Drinking and fishing. Man, it's funny how things are the same everywhere. And so, was that primarily for GTs or triggerfish or just
To me, it's pond fishing. Yeah, because you don't need to hire the boat, or we just fish
Sure.
close by.
Yeah, yeah.
We just walk to the flat and yeah.
Okay, well, with 50 anglers a week fishing Christmas Island, that pressure it affects how fish behave and how they if they're spooky or how what flats they go on, stuff like that. And I've heard that the that even just the average size of bonefish is much larger. But what were some of the things that you saw kind of change with there just not being a lot of fishing pressure on the flats?
Yes, like what you said, more bigger fish come on the flats. Last time they are kind of shy because there were too many fishermen,
Yeah.
too much fish, And nowadays, after the lockdown, when they open the island again, there are more bigger fish, and I think they are not that spooky too, because they have been fished for a long time, like 3 years. That's a long time.
Right.
So which is good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is really
Yes.
really interesting. So I have noticed that there has been some like development on the island with like some like new stores and stuff like that. Do you feel like from the lockdown, do you feel like the community has recovered and is kind of like back to how things were before, or do you feel like that it's still there's still an effect from the lockdown? Like, is there?
Yes, you're right, because most of the people, they were, they doing new things, in order to survive.
Yeah.
Because they lost their income and they try to create new
new businesses.
Yeah, new businesses. And
Yeah.
I think they're gonna still doing it.
I mean, in some ways, what you guys experienced is similar to other friends that we have in other countries that really have a lot of tourism.
Yeah.
And in some of those different areas, there was some assistance from the government, and then other areas there was like no assistance at all, and they were just kind of left to do their own thing. Like, was there any sort of government assistance, or other than them trying to get like a supply boat here every 3 months?
No. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So the government, like, they didn't
Help?
They weren't trying to help in any way as far as like with providing food or providing income or
No.
Yeah.
So what I did during that time,
Yeah.
I was planting a lot of, vegetables and lettuce, like bok choys.
Yeah.
I sold them,
Yeah.
like hundreds of lettuce and I sold those. And I raise chicken, ducks, sell the eggs.
Yeah.
So it's more than enough for my family. So I sold the rest.
Yeah.
And then we get money, you know. We can buy other things that we need.
Right. I mean, so was a lot of it bartering, like trading with people?
Yeah.
You know, like people that didn't have chickens, like, but they had something else, like.
But most of the people here, they are like the civil servants, you know, the government employees.
Government employees, yeah.
So they still have their wages every 2 weeks.
Okay, so
those are the ones that they buy from us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it was really good that there was government employees here.
Yeah.
But so other areas of the island, they didn't have that opportunity.
No. We're kind of struggling, you know, with no income because they depend on tourists too, like they sell lobsters, those guys, or killer clam to the lodges, but there were no tourists, so they struggled too.
So now that Christmas Island's been open for almost a year, there were a lot of anglers that were really excited to get back here.
Right.
You know, not only for the fishing, but because they love you guys. You know, like one of the guys on our trip this week that joined our group has, he's been down here 12 times or something like that, and he knows all you guys. You know, and so I'm sure some of it was like missing the fishing, but I think a lot of it was just missing, just you and your hospitality. Have you seen like the fishing behavior change a little bit now with a lot more anglers fishing the flats, or do you feel like it's kind of still a little bit where they're not quite as spooky? And
to me it's still good, and I would say it's good every day.
Yeah. There's a lot of water to fish.
Yes.
There's a lot of water.
You can't fish every flat in 1 week.
Right.
You need to stay here 3 months or more than that.
That'd be nice. Yeah, today was our second day, and we fished we fished all sorts of stuff today, and then I was looking at the map, and we had just fished like just a fraction of all the different water that there is to fish, and it's a little bit it's pretty incredible, all the water that there is here. So well, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the week. Tomorrow I believe we're still going on our little adventure to one of the other villages.
Yes. Yep.
So we'll report back on that. But yeah, I've just been really curious to get to know people on the island, and it's just so different than what we're used to. So even yesterday, watching the guy go out fishing and launching his boat, going over the waves, I'm like, oh man, I don't think I'd be able to do that. Like, I would have capsized it, but yeah. So hey, here's to more triggerfish.
Yeah.
And maybe a golden trevally.
Yep.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks.
No problem.